Welcome back to Live on Lakeside. I'm Larry Macon Jr. And now it's time to reveal this week's Everyday Champion. Today I would like to introduce to you Christine Handy. Christine is a modern-day survivor. She's battled depression, loss, major illness, including cancer, and beat it all. Today she speaks all around the world about how she survived and how others can too. She's also the author of Walk Beside Me. Welcome to the show, Christine.
Thank you very much.
So good to have you, and it's so good to have you here today. So I wanted to ask you a question. What was the motivation for this book, Walk Beside Me?
Well, I do believe that there's so much power in a painful story. And when I was going through chemotherapy, I'd already been through some health battles. And I just realized there was a bigger purpose for the story. And I wanted to help other people that were going through a similar battle or any battle with my story.
So how are you helping these people kind of deal with that? Tell us a little bit about some of the things in your book and how you help others deal with these things.
Well, I hope I'm helping them through my book and all through my story and my speaking, and also through social media and things like that. But my book has been very popular because it's powerful, and it's about women. It's about women caring for each other. It's about women coming together and show each other support, not through short season, but a long season. And I think that in the media, we don't portray that necessarily in the right regard. And so when I wrote my book, I wanted to show women as not catty and not gossipy and not a housewife show. I wanted to show, how the women saved my life. And I think it's been very popular because we need that right now, and women are getting more and more powerful, and I think that's an important message.
I love how you're empowering women and how you're helping them through all of their struggles. So you kind of have motivation. You go around and you speak to women, and what do you usually say? Like, what are some of the stories you hear?
Well, I had a really low self-esteem for so many years, and I was a model, and people would look at me and think, no, she can't possibly have a low self-esteem. And I think that we think that about women. And I think that, for me, I had to really nurture my self-esteem. And going through all this illness, it really took a toll on my self-esteem. And when I finally figured out who I was inside, I became more self-confident, and I was able to help other people in that way. And so when I talk to people, especially women, I say you have to nurture your self-esteem. You really have to, it's like a muscle. We work out every day, hopefully. We'll work on your self-esteem and question yourself. Who are you listening to? What are you watching on TV, and what voices are you listening to in your head? Because we talk to ourselves more than anybody, right?
That's right.
So what are you saying to yourself? It's really important to nurture that self-esteem, because we can't do anything with our life when we feel bad about ourselves.
Well, you're a modern-day survivor, so you're definitely someone, and I just want to say, how did you beat it? What did you do?
It took a lot of courage and my faith in God and of course, my family and my friends. And it took a lot of people standing up for me and being a voice for me until I could regain my own. And, I just kept going. And there was a point in my journey where I saw that people were watching my journey. And I realized that I was either going to live or die, right?
Right.
The outcome was going to be the same. So I might as well do it in a way that inspires people.
Well, you made it. And I want to thank you, Christine, for being on the show. I want to definitely encourage all of our viewers to read your book. Just tell us very quickly, how can they find you and find your book?
Well, my book is on a lot of different places: Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Indigo Books. But you can get me on my website, www.christinehandy.com, or on Instagram, ChristineHandy1. I love my social media, so it's fun to interact with my
So you're all over the place. They definitely can find you. Thanks again for being on the show.
Thank you.
And I want to thank you, the faithful Live on Lakeside Everyday Champion viewers, for tuning in. But before I go, I want to leave you with a bit of advice. Don't let the critics stop you. Anytime you set out to do something great in life or work hard to overcome an obstacle, understand there'll be some critics trying to stop you. If you're going to be a great business person, a great teacher, student, leader, whatever your profession, there'll be some opposition. But remember, the more successes you have, the more opportunities there will be for people to distract you. The higher you go, the more haters there'll be on your way up. But when you start reaching new levels and pursuing the goals placed in your heart, that's when all the jealous and small-minded people tend to come out. And that's when all negativity may come into your life. But my message to you is this: don't let it distract you. If you're under pressure, if people are bothering you, it's usually because you're making a difference. However, don't let them throw you off course. Instead, dust yourself off and make it up in your mind that you won't let them distract you. You won't let them knock you off course. It doesn't matter what others think. It only matters what you think and what you know about yourself. So stand strong today. Believe in yourself And like our guest today, live your life as a survivor. Press forward to what lies ahead and win the prize of life that has been prepared for you. Well, that's my message for you this week, and I'm glad you tune in to see what's going on in our community and who's doing some great things. So remember to visit my website at LarryMaconJr.com or add me on Facebook and Instagram as I post daily inspiration to help you throughout your day. And be sure to contact me and let me know who you think should be next week's Everyday Champion. There's good people doing some great things, and I'm glad I get to share that with you every single week. We're live on Lakeside, and we'll be right back.